Hi, my name is Mr. Martin. I'm a teacher at Mit School. I teach science, and today I'm going to talk to you about light. I've chosen a picture to start with because I think it's always a good starting point in a lesson to just get students to talk about things. And here you can see woodlands, the mountains, and a lovely rainbow. And there's an Irish legend which is related to this rainbow, and a little man called the leprechaun. And in Ireland, obviously it does rain a lot, so when you have a mixture of light and water drops, the light filters through the water drops and creates this beautiful display of colours. In Ireland, Irish people believe that at the end of every rainbow there is a pot of gold, and there's a little magical man called the leprechaun that guards the gold. However, and I'm afraid for the Irish, the legend isn't true because you can't see the beginning or the end of a rainbow. It's still a beautiful legend. So I'm going to talk to you about energy. Okay, so light is obviously one type of energy, and one thing you must remember about energy is that when you transform one energy into another, it creates heat. Okay, so light energy comes from light itself, and obviously we need light to be able to see. Okay, so light enters the eye, passes through the cornea, the pupil, and the lens. The retina captures the light and sends the information to the brain through the optic nerve. However, we do not see, there are no colors. So we just see the reflection of the colors which are not absorbed. So in fact, what we see is not the real thing. It's just a mere reflection. So some people think that things are the color they are, but they're not. It's just a reflection, and what you see is actually not even the color it is, because it's the colors that actually doesn't absorb, which it reflects. So here you can see light and objects. You can see how light travels. You can see the reflection of light, which is quite good. So you can see here we've got a lady who's looking at a painting in a gallery. And as you can see, we've got a spot on the ceiling. The spot's pointing at the painting and then reflecting and going straight into the eyes of this lady. And as you can see, light hits the object reflects the light. The reflected light enters your eyes. And the colors you see are actually the light that is reflected, okay? Because you only see a fraction of color, basically, compared to what the real thing should be, if there is such a thing. There is also a funny thing about light, which is that it doesn't just reflect, it also refracts, and that's where the rainbow comes in. So here, for example, you can see prism. It changes direction completely, it bends, and then it just carries on, but it takes a different direction. If you use different lenses, for example this one, okay, which looks like a concave lens, you'll see that light enters straight, but it comes out in 3 different directions. If you use a convex lens, it has the completely opposite effect. So instead of expanding light, it actually brings it together into one focal point, which is quite interesting as well. There's, of course, as I said to you, we have light and objects. So we have transparent objects where light can pass through them. We've got translucent objects which only let some light, and we have opaque objects which don't let any light go through. Those objects are generally black. As you know, the fastest speed that the human has actually discovered is the speed of light, and that is 300,000 kilometers per second. We can't see light moving. So it is actually magical in a way, this light. And I'm going to finish by just telling you that there's also dispersion of light. As I've taught in England for many years, I can only mention Sir Isaac Newton, who's a top scientist. And he discovered that white light is made up of many colors. How do you do that? Well, you got a triangular prism, which you can probably see there. And he saw that the prism separates light into 7 colors, which are the same ones we got on the rainbow, which are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And when the sun shines and it rains at the same time, we see a rainbow. And it's because the raindrops act exactly like this prism. So they basically split light, and as you can see, when light splits, you get all these beautiful colors which form the rainbow. And with this, I will conclude today's lesson. Thank you very much, and see you soon.